the house. The tone has been set in this ball game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Hill. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit, and if he's out here now seeing ghosts. He's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
You want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Mack flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up third and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarter.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. From the gun, running back on the move. Breaks into the open. Inside the all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go play action with Mack. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. There's some room. powers through. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape.
Snags it, and he's open. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So first down here as they go back to work. Hand off from the shotgun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Well, I love the fight from this offense on this drive especially. And they've been physical, and they've had a lot of success moving it down the field, running the football. They're trailing by 2 possessions. Down in the red zone, 3rd down here. This is critical. They have got to be able to score a touchdown and cut this thing and make it a 1-possession game. It'll be interesting to see what they dial up on 3rd down now.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll go play action with Mack. Looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. And he will take it in. Touchdown tie. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Makes a move. He's chased out of bounds, but he takes that return across the 50 to the 48. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He's got it. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Send the tight end in motion. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry. Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Might be calling a hot route. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Michigan! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And the running back gets a second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throwing, Mack. Quickly complete. Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking for a man, it's Mack.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The option, the keeper. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Tide will have to call their 1st timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Austin Mack makes the grab. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Quarterback keeper. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Mack. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Punch through a man. He might have some space. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Back to throw, it's Mack. Here's the pressure. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Back from the gun on 3rd down. Big fella moving. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. And he's gonna score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Man, textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Underwood to throw. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Fires quickly. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the 3rd quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. It'll be 3rd and long. Underwood. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Bringing it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll go play action with Mack. Got it. Open space at the 25. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Run in the red zone, it's Hill. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Now here's Mack. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that's one the quarterback would love to have back. At this point of the game, it's tight on the scoreboard. And if that guy's not open, nothing's there. You got to throw that thing away, or you got to tuck it and run, take a sack, live to play another down. That's a decision the quarterback wishes he had back.
Yeah, because you're so frustrated because you're in a position to get points. And, right, when you start getting down there, Palmer, they talk to you all the time. Don't give away points. Make sure you're smart with the football. Don't try to do too much. He tries to do too much. He pays for it, and the defense takes it all the way back to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Tide ready to roll on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Throwing Mack. Under fire. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Again, it's Mack. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Michigan. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What a play by this defense. Missouri Tigers and the Michigan Wolverines. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He understands what a challenge this is. Number one, the stadium is one of the best in college football. Every time you step foot in this crowd, in this stadium, you have to be at your best from a communication standpoint. This top 25 team will be a challenge, and he understands his guys have their backs against the wall. They have to communicate and be effective at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. Here's trouble. Ball's out in the end zone. And the ball dribbles out of bounds, and they'll maintain possession, but that's about the only good news for the offense on that play. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Simmons throws to the wideout. The short hands, it's Lee. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. It's complete to the left. At the 35, he's loose. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Tigers want to move quickly. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. In the red area, it's Hardy. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Tigers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Here's a heat. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to...
Touchdown, Tigers! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And the defense just has to do a better job in coverage in that situation. Down close to the goal line, you know it's going to be man coverage. You just have got to do a better job sticking on your guy, and the defender just simply got beat.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead.
Missouri 9, Michigan 0.
Nowhere to go, and now the ball's out. And the ball takes those crazy bounces out of bounds, and a huge loss for this offense. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. The best way this offense can say thanks for that 2 spot is by following it up with a score of their own, David.
Really fun when your defense does that. When they get you back to football, and they score some points, Palmer. Put those points up on the board. Usually brag about it, especially defensive. We got more points than you, but good opportunity for this offense to get more.
Yeah, it's you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of thing right now. I'll tell you, if this offense is able to go down the field and put up a touchdown, this could be a potentially 9 to 10 point swing based on your defense getting you that safety. You've got great field position now. You've got to take advantage.
You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Throwing, Underwood. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Rolling right and going deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Dropping back, it's Underwood. Snagged out of the air. Makes the catch, and he's free. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Here comes the Heat. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. And the quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. You do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals and taking care of the football. Just has to do better moving forward.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on 3rd. Got him downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hardy. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up. Defense has to...
Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that one's going to be knocked down incomplete, and we have knocked out the first quarter. trying to convert this fourth down. Fourth down, Simmons. Fires to the wideout. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now...
Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Wolverines. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Oh, he missed it. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the score. Gonna take a shot. Finds a spot in the middle. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing Simmons. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They knew the line they had to defend, had to keep him from getting to the 30, and they do it and force a fourth down. Simmons to throw for it on 4. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Hand off from the gun. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Here's Underwood to throw. They've got the screen set up. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll move the wide receiver. 4th down, Underwood. Stepping to the right. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's Simmons to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's the slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
From the gun, give to Hardy. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Tight end now in motion. Simmons. He's got him. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Simmons. Oh, he makes the catch. Sweet cut there. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass inside the red zone. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Missouri.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
How about this? These guys are going for two. Throwing Simmons. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Missouri 17, Michigan 13. Number 19, set to kick it off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Underwood. Bringing the heat. Lets it fly. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. Now here's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Simmons unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Tigers! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They'll line up to go for two. Here's Simmons to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. The 50. The 40.
That's just a great play by the defense. You saw the speed getting to the football. They recover it, and all of a sudden, this looks like it's going the other way for 2 points, but he gets tackled beyond the 50-yard line. Still, nice stop in a 2-point conversion situation.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to...
He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab one side. Finds some room. Touchdown, Michigan. Hauled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And they call this sudden change. And we talk about it up in the booth. We're hitting each other right here. Like, you got the turnover. First thing you want to do is be aggressive, take all of that momentum, and go capitalize. And what do, man? One play, a big passing play, a big answer, and big-time momentum gained in this football game.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. He'll be stopped on the return right at the 30-yard line and helps out this offense a few extra yards in field position. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Motion from the wideout. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. Working that left side now. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
That is a total bust by the defense. You can't go out there with 6 DBs and allow a wide receiver to be that wide open, make the catch, and then even make a nice run after it. Somebody made a big mistake in the back end.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. Great job by the back on the option.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. What a brain cramp. He just lost track of the play clock and gets hit with delay of game on a 2-point conversion attempt. Then perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. How in the world did he miss that? Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Underwood. Going over the top. Pulls it in down the middle. He's running free down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Throwing Simmons. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pulls it in down the sideline.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Simmons. Lofts one high and deep. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
Well, early in this drive, they're staying aggressive. Last play, they had the big completion. On the third snap, they take another shot, just couldn't come up with the completion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Simmons throws for the tight end. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Makes a connection. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Complete in the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. There are catches there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
He caught it. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Here's Simmons to throw. Get it out on the screen. They will score! Touchdown, Tigers! And surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for them. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And they'll try to tack on 2. To the air, it's Simmons. Pressure coming. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. So an 82-yard drive there, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
Other schools around the country. Slippers are ready. IUP 27.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. He's loose. Touchdown, Michigan. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And how about the bomb, the long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And he added the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Missouri wants to go fast. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Now sliding to his left. He's going to run it. Makes a man miss. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. As we head to the final period, what a show both of these quarterbacks have put on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll move the tight end. Throwing Simmons. Forced out of the pocket. Finds his big tight end. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
Man, it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. I'll bet he keeps an eye on that play clock this time. It's 2nd and 6. To the air. It's Simmons. Finds his man. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. Nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
On the option. Now the pitch. Finding some room. Touchdown, Tigers. Excellent pass by the back on the option. The Tigers are back on top.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Here comes the two-point try. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. What a mess. A delay of game on the two-point conversion attempt. That just can't happen. They'll line up to go for two. They'll run the option. Into the end zone he goes. Two-point conversion is good, and the lead stands at 11. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Here's Underwood to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it on the outside. Here he goes. The 10. To the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. Big Blue with the response.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect it. You've got to get more eyeballs on it and more attention to him.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. What a brain cramp. He just lost track of the play clock and gets hit with delay of game on a two-point conversion attempt. So the first part of the job is done. They got the touchdown. Now for the two to make it a field goal game. Beck has it. He gets it in for the two, and now a field goal would tie it. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Like Holly told us, this crowd is not going to fade away, and they're rising up now. Simmons, under fire. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it along the sideline. Gashes the heart of the knee. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The Tigers are back on top.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? They'll move the wide receiver. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. The 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the putt off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Underwood. Trying to make magic with his feet. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The eyes now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact late in the fourth. To the air, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and those in-breaking routes with the quarterback and the receiver have to be really dialed in, really trustworthy because you're throwing to the middle of the field with so many hands. Nice job by the defense, breaking on the football and taking that in away.
Setting up the screen. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's fourth down.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. He might want another play. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Got a little grass. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Listen, it's go time. We're trailing. It's the fourth quarter. We got to get a little bit more aggressive. I like the call. I like going for it, and especially because we made the completion and got the first down.
Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Right back to the well. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Throwing, Underwood. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Boy, at this stage of the game, when every snap and every yard counts, that penalty is costly. It's third and long. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Rushes on him. He gets away. Still running at the 35. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. It's dropped.